Hello, guys. Welcome again to Med Sessions with Mr. M. And tonight, again, as we promised, we are going, but tonight we are focusing on the side of mechanical engineering. So stay tuned. You are welcome. Please do join us. I'm alone tonight. I am having a man that is experienced on the field that we are going to talk about tonight. So invite your other friends. If you are watching at home, make sure you share the live streaming. You invite people to come in and tell them exactly what is happening on Med Sessions, because we are about the directing of students from high school level to tertiary level, and in making the right decisions and the right choices when it comes to their choice of a certain field or career. So we want to take you to a place where you are sober-minded in decision-making when it comes to these things. So if you have a heart for mechanical engineering, this live streaming is for you. I want you to come in and benefit from this one. So on the other screen, on the other side of the screen, we are having Mr. Mapipa is going to introduce himself and tell us who he is, what is he doing, why, what is it that he is carrying for us that we may dish and partake from whatever that he's bringing for us on this field of mechanical engineering. Mr. Mapipa, the floor, the stage is yours. Just greet the viewers at home and tell them who you are and why are you here.
Okay, I'm Sanus Uzanopolo Mapipa. I'm studied mechanical engineering, which was an interesting field for me. I think it's one of my friends that I grew up who led me to this field, but also I was very interested in cars. I very much loved cars when I was growing up, but when I entered this field, it was very different for me, because I learned that it's not really about cars. Mechanical engineering is about cars. It's about very different things that are available. Like there are many components, there are many products that are designed by mechanical engineers that we live around today. Everything is just, all I can say is just about mechanical engineering. They design, they maintain, they produce everything. That's what I learned when I started mechanical. It's not really about cars, although cars are there, but it's very different things that they are there in the industry. Yeah, that's all I can say. What I studied mechanical engineering. Wow. It's an interesting field until I started working. It's not easy, but it's very enjoyable. Yeah. Okay. I got that.
Wow. Yeah. Yes. Now, on that point, Mr. Mapipa, because most of the students, or most of the time, when they think about mechanical engineering, they think about a car. They have a picture of a car. Like if you talk to me, say mechanical engineering, I see that picture of that car, of that VW car or that BMW car, and is it as you are saying now that it's not about cars. Mechanical engineering is not all about cars all the time. Even though is working on that side, but it's not always about cars. So I want us tonight. I wanted to instruct and help a student that is watching at home, that is maybe considering to take this direction of taking in mechanical engineering, and take that person to out of that mind. This is not about the car. What else can I benefit from mechanical engineering? What else do I get out besides the knowledge of the car?
Yeah, There are a lot of things that you see. Even the power station. Let me just start there. The power station. Do you know that they are produced by mechanical engineering? They are either produced by steam, which where we use coal, and
Yes.
then there's water turbines that produce electricity. But it's only the electrical engineers who will distribute the electricity. But it's produced by mechanicals. But you see there's wind turbines, there are water turbines, and then there are steam turbines that are produce electricity. That's the number one. But you also find there in your houses a fridge there. A fridge is designed by a mechanical, is produced by a mechanical engineering because they convert that electric power into chemical energy. Where you see that refrigerant, you'll go through the fridge, all the processes like the condensers, the evaporators, and then the what you call the expansion valves, which where we find ourselves that it goes from a very hot temperature, and then it will produce in the end the cold temperature that you will see that your fridge is very cold. It's producing the temperature that you require for your food inside. Yes. And then there are also those buildings, the structures that build it. They are built by the mechanical engineers. There's a lot of things that we find there because we find out you have to use the right material for a certain things that you have to do. The pumps that you see there, there's everything there. Everything is in the world is just mechanical. I used to tease my brother that I said the whole world is just mechanical engineering. Everything that you see there is mechanical engineering. Yeah. But but at the end of the day, you will see.
Yes. Okay.
You will find your field that you are really interested in, but you just have to choose also design. Yeah.
Yes. Now, talking on design, because mechanical engineering on the side of drawings, when a non-engineer comes into the room and see all these designs, all the drawings, particularly a mechanical engineer is able to distinguish between those lines that you see that are so many that are drawn into this big white paper. Specifically, when you talk about the construction lines, the lines that you start with, and the main diagram itself. So, for a person that is not in the field and is interested in that field, how would you explain a diagram that is there is meaningless to someone that is not even doing engineering, mechanical engineering, when they look at it? But as a mechanical engineer, you begin to look and see, these lines are just construction, they are not the actual diagram. So if I'm standing at a point and you have this drawing of a pit, maybe make an example of a pivot joint. You have drawn it right there, and you have all these construction lines, and the person doesn't even know what's happening. What is the simple way to explain a mechanical diagram to a non-engineer?
But it's not really difficult. You will see that the drawing is there. We'll see a drawing there, but it's not really laid out very difficult for any person can read it. But there are few technicalities that you will need to be explained. But it's usually everyone can read them. But it's just the projections that no one will know the projections. But it's not really difficult. Anyone can just distinguish what is there. But it's only the difference is only the technicalities, the terminology. Because everything is just put there so that anyone can read it. But the design is not only about the drawings. You see, when you do those calculations, we call them designs. But whenever a mechanical engineer designs something, you start to have to do the calculations. A lot of calculations there that you have to do. Then you can go to your drawing board. Extracting from those drawings those calculations that you did there. Then you come up with the final designs. What picture you will see when we design something, you will see we must produce. Let's make an example of the pump. We know it must produce a certain a certain flow rate from a certain height. So we have to do those calculations and see what size would be, what size of a diameter that pump will be, and what the types of pipes, and then the size of pipes that you have to use. Then when you establish that, maybe you know the area you're working with is a certain height, then you have to calculate according to that the scenario that you see there, and then again we can design and put the final drawing.
Wow. Now, I'm picking up from your words. You are mentioning a lot of calculation. Since you are on a live stream from a math page, I want us now, you take us to that place why we are here, the initial point why we are streaming this session here. Where does mathematics come into mechanical engineering? You talk about calculations, but we do not understand how important is it, and how does mathematics apply in mechanical engineering?
You can't do without mathematics. Every problem you have to deal, because you have to derive some formulas you will see there, but some you have to derive them from yourself. If you don't have knowledge of mathematics, you can't derive anything. You can't do anything there because everything is based on maths. Remember when I started mechanical engineering, I never liked mathematics. But I don't know how many times I do that maths 1, because I have to do from maths 1, maths 2, and maths 3. You do that in the university from we do maths 1 on S1, and then maths 2 on S2. And then you have to do maths 3 either on S3 or S4. It will depend. But I couldn't do some subjects because they were depending on mathematics. So I couldn't go further because I didn't have that mathematics there. So it's very important. Every subject you do there, you have to have maths in there, because you can't proceed further. And then some calculations, they depend on that mathematics. Hello. I think there's a network problem here. Hello. I see there's a network problem here. I can't hear you. I can't see you now. Okay. Hey, I think it was cut off here. Yeah, okay, continue.